Winnipeg put some points up against a team you guys have struggled with this year. I mean, people are going to draw their own conclusions about what might happen on Thursday, but where does the belief come from?
Well, I mean, you know, it's pro football. I mean, so they got to come and they got to play again, just like we've got to come play again. I mean, you know, BC's had a very good year, but they're playing on a 5 or 6 day week with a travel, and they so they didn't look good. That's you know, that happens to a lot of pro football teams. I mean, you know, Rick's done a real nice job with that club over there, and they've played well all year except for that one particular game, you know, and you got to give, you know, hats off to Winnipeg. They played extremely well.
You've had guys wearing oven mitts this week. You've had guys doing push-ups because of penalties this week. Do you feel the message you want is getting through?
Well, I mean, we've got to place a point of emphasis on penalties. I mean, we're averaging right at 9, and Winnipeg is sitting here at the bottom at 6. So it's, you know, it's 3 more per game, and you know, I need what Mike O'Shea's got as far as that whatever's in the bottle over there, because for 3 years they've averaged. You know, from 19 to 22, actually 4 years, they've only averaged 6.5, you know, per game. So I know he's a good coach, but we need to bottle up whatever he's got and sell it to the NFL, you know. And so it's the biggest disparity, I think, probably in the history of the CFL.
It seems veteran coaches, veteran players maybe get a few more breaks sometimes than the younger players do.
Yeah, you know, I think that's probably the case. I don't know. I mean, it's more the no calls than it is the calls against you. You know, I mean, there's been 2 games where, you know, I felt like we were really undisciplined. The most recent game, which is fresh on our mind, and of course the Hamilton game. Both games here at home. You know, with the exception of that, if you take those 2 games away, our averages are way down. So it skews everything when you have 13, and we've done that twice. And unfortunately, it was a big contributor in those 2 losses.
I don't know if you want to go there or not, but are there different referees in the league where you say to your guys, you can't do this with this ref?
Oh yeah, I mean we do a scout on all the officials, and we know the ones that you can't get close to the quarterback, and we know the ones that are going to call holding or the ones that are going to call, you know, we scout that and put it out there, and we know prior to going into the game.
Chris, we all know what Kevin Brown can do when he came in here and just ran up numbers as much as yards. Is he just on the precipice of a breakout?
Well, I mean, you know, we need to get him the ball more, number one. I think, you know, emphasizing the run game, giving him more opportunities to touch it. They've done a real nice job of forcing the pull on a lot of our zone read plays, which takes the ball out of your tailback's hands. So we've got to counter that with just hard runs and just hand the football off.
Is that a case of just opposing defenses knowing who he is this time around?
Yeah, I mean, they want to take the football out of his hands, because when he touches it, he has success. So we've just got to find ways to get the ball in for his hands.
4 days of practice with Tre now this week. Give me your take on what you saw from him as he gets set for his first start.
Well, I mean, he does the things that we thought really, really well, and he's gotten better at his reads, and he can make every throw. I mean, just because he's not played does not mean that he's that far behind the other guys. So I mean, the other 2 have had the opportunity, so it's Tre's opportunity. All right, thank y'all.
Appreciate it.